last bunch, I knew. It's written all over it. I tried to close my eyes, but they wouldn't shut. And when his head hit the canvas, it was all over. And her, you see, she said I killed him. Over and over, she said that. I don't know. Perhaps she was right. She didn't understand, you see, what was involved. He lived for it. It meant everything to him. You can't put the brakes on that, can you? Kid's got to be encouraged. Yeah. I bought him a dressing gown. £17.10 it cost. Oh, I done a bit of overtime. It was blue. Royal blue. With his name in gold letters on the back. He loved it. Slept in it the first night I gave it to him. Oh, Danny.
What kind of fight was it? I mean, weren't there any doctors there?
Oh, no, nothing big. No border control, nothing like that. Just a local match with a bit of a side stake. We thought we'd walk it, yeah. This other fellow was a dark horse, you see. They kept quiet about him. Yeah. Well, Danny, he'd had 3 pro fights and he'd skate in them. Yeah. There was managers interested down south. We was going to use the money to get started down there. So now you know, Mrs., why I left.
What about your wife? I mean, I can understand her grief and I can understand her blaming you in a way, but wasn't there any sort of forgiveness at all?
She said there was.
Oh, then.
She didn't mean it.
How can you be so sure?
You only had to look in her eyes. She burned the dressing gown, stuffed it in the back boiler. And his boots. And all the photos. But you can't wipe out things like that, can you? They're all up here. You got to try and learn to live with them. Yeah. He'd have been about 40 now. Yeah, settled somewhere with kids. Nice and tidy. I should have left him fighting in the boys' club. That was his level, really. But the sun shone on him, you see. All I ever did was love him. Yeah. I ain't been much help to you, Mrs.
Oh, you have, Jacker. You have.
Come on. Look.
Don't you like it?
Danny, hold these.
Yeah.
Hold these.
Do you want your dolly?
Hold
Get
that.
the dolly.
Yeah.
There you are. You have the dolly.
Right, come on then. Come on up here with me.
The dolly have a ride. Come on, let's let the dolly have a go. Put the dolly on. There's your bag. There's your crisps. There's your crisps.
Come on. Go. Oh, Benny, this is making me feel sick.
There's one. There you are.
I don't feel
Can I have
very
it?
well.
There you are.
No.
Here. Give it there.
Oh, stop now. Do you want to have a go?
Let's go.
put the dolly down here.
Yeah, monkey.
Lucky! Oh, right.
Well, wasn't he?
Nina?
Nina?
Miss Diane?
Right. Once I finish these bar accounts, I'm a free man until 7 o'clock.
Which gives us 2.5 hours for a little divertissement.
And I have something very special in mind.
Have you indeed?
Mm-hmm. A visit to the estate agents and a quick check on what is available within a 10-mile radius.
This afternoon?
Stop training.
Do we have to? I mean, is it so urgent?
We do. For some time now, I have been thinking of putting down roots, as they say. But there's always been a nagging feeling in the back of my head that my love-hate relationship with the management might eventually end up at hate. So I needed an added incentive, and now I have found one.
You don't mean me?
Mm-hmm.
Paul, you can't.
Oh, I can.
Paul. You're a sweet, sweet man, Paul.
Shh. You might ruin my reputation.
But you're totally mad.
Mad as a hatter.
By all means, look for a place for yourself, but for us
We
together...
will search until we find something suitable. Add one sweet man, and the combination will be difficult to refuse.
Let's go back to the chalet.
In a moment. But for now, don't you think our long-term future is far more important?
Bye. Oh, I thought you were going down the yard to meet Kevin.
Who was that?
Well, you have to hurry, won't you?
It was him, wasn't it? You do realise you're half an hour late?
Oh, look, I
It
don't...
was a little chat in the car, was it? Why didn't you bring him in? At least I could have defended
Oh,
myself.
Glenda, please.
What's that?
What?
In your hand? What is it? Come on.
It's a present, a watch.
You've got a watch.
John bought it. Look, Glenn, I want to talk.
We haven't got very much in common these days, have we, Mum?
Look, John's lost the contract, and he's got to move out the motel, so I've offered him the spare room for just a couple of months until he gets himself sorted out. I know what you're going to
Just
say.
because he's given you some tuppenny-halfpenny watch?
Well, it's a long time since anybody did, Glenda. A very long
Who
time.
wouldn't mind for my room, Mum?
Glenda.
Do you actually think I'd stay in the same house as that scheming, conniving,
Oh,
lecherous
calm
old...
down, for heaven's sake. Come to your senses, will you?
Excuse me. You haven't seen a little girl come past here, have you? She's blonde, she's got bunches.
Not here. There's a last child room in the main house, just at the back here.
You're enjoying it. Should you go that way?
He's having his bottle. You get... Benny! She's here. Nina, come on, where have you been? You've been looking everywhere for you.
Well, she doesn't understand.
It's time to go home.
Say bye-bye to
Say
them.
bye-bye to the children. Bye-bye. That's right. That's right. Come on, love. We've been looking everywhere for you. We've been all over the place.
I wanted to get these signed out for the weekend, so I've got a crack in the sea.
Kevin,
Strawberries?
I'm packing.
For?
I'm packing to leave, that's what for.
Where's Mum?
She's rounded Edna Atwood's. Oh, I know what she'll say. Let them go. Youngsters today, they don't know they're
Come
born.
on, sit down.
You know what the plan is now, don't you? She wants to move Latchford in here.
Move him in. Blimey.
He needs cheaper digs because of what's happened, and hey presto, the nursery, Glenda can go hang.
That's not the way she'll
But
see it.
it's not just somewhere to live, Kevin. It's not just another lodger, is it? Just when I had the room all empty and ready. Kevin.
Packing?
Well, I can't stay here.
We can't just up and off. How much of the mortgage deposit do you think we got left?
We get 100% mortgage. I read that.
No, we never do it.
We get a room somewhere then.
And spend what we have got put by on rent and let the baby suffer? Why? That should be the most important thing in the world right now. All this hysteria, you seem to have forgotten all about him.
I don't want that man anywhere near me, never mind the baby.
You needn't bother about that yet. I mean, Mum's not moving him in for good, surely.
A couple of months.
There you are, then. Be gone before the baby's born. He's a rep. They never stay anywhere for very long. Look, I'll tell you what. Make you a nice cup of tea, get you upstairs, get you straight and have an early night, all right? And as for the spare room...
The nursery, Kevin.
Poor, poor little man. You should have seen him. Broken. Absolutely broken. And there was I trying to make notes for a novel.
That was the object of the exercise.
All those wasted years, all for the want of a little forgiveness. It haunts him, you know. I don't think he so much as closes his eyes without the nightmares creeping in. I can't leave him like that. I just can't leave him like that. Maybe if we found something for him here.
Oh, come on.
No, come with me now.
What?
To talk to him.
No, you're much better at that than I am.
No, he'll need persuading. And he thinks I'm a bit balmy anyway.
I know. There's nothing wrong with his mind.
You gonna come with me then?
All right.
Leave me to do the talking. Just back me up on it. Oh, darling, and don't expect any thanks. He can't show that. He feels it, because I've seen it, but saying it seems sort of out of his reach.
Oh, good, Kath. Oh, you've made yourself some scrambled eggs. I'll get you some fresh tea.
So?
Where's Glenda?
Upstairs in bed. Best place for her, the state she was in. You carry on about moving out?
Oh, of course she's not moving. No way. She's just having one of her little paddies, that's all. You forget, you know.
Mum, I can't stop him moving this bloke in. I've got no say in it, whatever, but... Well, I've looked at it rationally, and I know the bloke. Is it worth it? I mean, is it worth the trouble, really?
Look, 2 months. I asked him to stay. He didn't ask. I mean, he's stuck, you know. He's got nowhere else to go, and you know what this job means to him. Mavis is full, so I happen to have a spare room.
Yeah, the nursery, as far as Glenda's concerned.
Oh, she'll get to like him. She will. Anyway, she got her baby to think about, hasn't she?
What's it to prove, Kath? From where I'm sitting, it's starting to look like a Kath-Glenda vendetta with him being used as the beating stick. Everybody selfish for selfish sake. I just don't know what's going on anymore.
From where I'm sitting, it looks like a Glenda-John vendetta, and I think I've been used quite enough. I didn't go looking for this man. I found him quite by chance.
Oh, so he's not just a lodger?
No, he's nothing more than that, Kevin. I'm not saying he couldn't be, because we can talk to each other, and I'm in a position to help him. We relate, you see, because he's been on his own, you know, for 14 years. Did you know that?
I didn't, no.
And I thought that if in return for his kindness I could do anything for him, I would. And if there's anything in it for me, apart from the desolation and the loneliness I'm beginning to feel already, and about which I can never talk to Glenda, well, it's a gain, isn't it, love?
Accepting the inevitable, I'll give it a go.
Thanks. Now, Glenda.
Well, I'll do my best.
Echo, it's me. Oh, no.
Come on.
Why wouldn't he have taken these? He hasn't got a pair of shoes that he hasn't worn through. Why? Thanks, Mrs. Oh, David.
Right. Meant to be.
Why? Why is it meant to be? He couldn't have got very far. We must have only just missed him. And we know he's due south, so
No,
he's...
Barbara, listen.
I'll get the car, please.
It's what he wanted. He made a decision to pack up and go.
But he didn't have the option.
Now, let me tell you something. The other night, when he was looking for you to say goodbye, I didn't do a lot to persuade him to stay.
Oh?
No, but I did say, if ever he found himself in these parts again, to look you up. Now, that sounds pretty trivial at the best of times. With him, positively futile. He just looked at me and said, no. Anybody else would have said, yes, of course, and not meant it. He said no, and meant it. There was no room for doubt. Let him go, darling. It's just 2 words.
Thanks, Mrs. 2 words I thought I'd never hear him say.
And they say it all.
She's king of the castle, aren't you?
Okay.
She's king of the castle, that's what you are.
Okay.
I'll tell you something, you know. You're going to miss her.
Oh, it's best that you do go home, though, isn't it?
Going.
Yeah.
Still, we'll see it again, won't we?
Yes, we will. Come on, Nina, we'll go and see your mummy now, eh?
Yeah.
Look
Come on,
at Mummy.
Yeah.
Mummy, you've got to go and see your mummy, look. You've got to. Here we are.
Look, look.
Knock,
Knock, knock.
You do it.
Here she is. Hello, my darling. Did you have a nice time? Did you?
Yes.
Oh, you sweetheart.
I keep reaching for her hand.